So he did not turn his head away when I showed him the harness in the car. So we have a harness and a long lead today. And a dog just got out of a car over there, that way. So I'm going to watch and pay attention to that. But we have stuff to look at over here, the campground, and there's a path that leads past it over that way, which I refer to as the gauntlet because it is a very difficult thing to pass. Hi! Good boy! This is why I want him on the long lead. He is, of course, attached to me. I'm going to let him think. Come here. I'm going to step back from him. He's looking at those people that are coming around that turn. I think they have a stroller, not a dog. I'm going to step. Yeah, it's a stroller, not a dog. I'm step. Notice I did not put any tension on his leash. I've got it in my hand. But I want to body block him instead of putting tension on my leash if I can. And that time it worked. Boy. The dog park is over top of the hill past that white fence. Good boy. Sit. Very nice. I'm going to see if I can get him to step himself. Come on. Come on. There you go. Step his feet out of there because he was caught. Come on, Cosmo. Again, no tension. I'm just... Good boy. There you go. Good boy. Cosmo. Good boy. Easy. So there's the excitement coming out as reactivity. I'm going to get in front of him as You're allowed to move away from the distraction. I'm stepping between. There's no tension in this lawn. Whoa. Yep, and that yelling and screaming over there is exactly why I don't do dog parks, because that sounded like the start of a dog fight. Now, there are two little... Come on, walk on, buddy. There are two little dogs over there to our right, and I am keeping a very close eye on them. I'm not 100% sure whether or not he's noticed them. Good boy. Good boy. Nice and relaxed. There he is. There's the focus. There's the focus, Cosmo boy. Good boy. Sit. Whoop. A little bit itchy with the harness on. Say that's okay. I figured if there was anywhere he would forget that he's wearing it, it would be somewhere like this. And I know that he allowed me to get this on over his head a couple times. You know, today's the second time he's allowed me to just kind of do it without resisting, without turning the head away or anything like that. Now, there is a horse over there. There's actually two horses that are kept in that pasture. This is why we're on a long lead right here. Cosmo! I'm going to back away from him. Not put any tension on that leash. What a handsome boy. I'm going to try to get... Yes! There it is. Sit. Good boy. Good boy. But what I was saying about the way that this harness fits is that... Go ahead. That's why you should chew your food. The way that this harness fits, it comes up... So his scapula is actually right here. Right there. And this thing comes up above. It comes up too far into his armpit for me. So I want to try the other one on because the back of this harness is very small. So it doesn't take up a whole lot of surface space on his back. The more surface space we can take up on the back and on the chest, I like the chest piece on this. The more space we can take up on the back and on the chest, the better. because the more evenly distributed that weight is going to be, if he's going to accidentally hit the end of this line too hard, or, you know, like take off at a run and just be playing or something like that, it doesn't matter. Dogs accidentally hurt themselves all the time. Yeah, and he's just looking, he's watching the animals that are passing over there. There is a dog on a leash. Yep, he can turn around, that's fine. There's a border collie walking past over there too. This is exactly why this is why we're here. Is because I want him to just be able to look at stuff and realize that no one is going to bother him, right? Good boy. Cosmo, let's go that way. Good boy. And then we have all the space we need to just walk away. Good boy. And no one's going to follow you, sweetheart. You want to go see that horse over there? You want to go look at the barn? Good boy. I'm going to let him. Again, this is also why we're here, and this is why we're on a long lead, is because I like him to be, yeah, there's a good boy. I'm going to stop now that he's looked back. I think he just saw the horse. He heard a dog bark. Totally okay. My hand is on this, because the further he is from me, if he takes off real fast, the more impact I'm going to feel on the end of this line. And I know that that's crazy. That may sound crazy, because he can put a lot of impact on the line even when you're basically holding his collar. He's doing fine. I'm not going to interrupt his thinking process. Hi, good boy. That's exactly what I wanted. Good boy. And it took him, you know, I don't know, like 35, 40 seconds to come check in with me, but he did do it. Good boy. Good boy. Very nice. Yeah, we're walking away from all that. Good boy, Cosmo.